For joining us on this Tuesday, as above, so below. We thank God for each and every one of you guys. I want to say first of all, hello to my Madrina and to my Padrino, to my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and Palo. Whether you're a mystic, whether you're an Ajay, whether you are a Kabbalist, whether you are a hoodoo worker or Obia man or woman, whether you are a wise man or wise woman, universal laws are applicable to each and every one of us, and does not matter where you are on this spiritual journey. The universal laws apply to each and every one of us. And if you are interested in doing magic, that's what I do on my channel. And understanding magic is understanding the science of energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay? I also want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you guys that have been checking out and commenting up under my videos. Those that have been following me and being a part of my YouTube family, my Instagram family. Those that have been a part of my Patreon, as well as my church family, and all of you that have supported me and supported me in this journey for crowning. What's up there, Danielle Gregory? All right, Aquarius. And then I got Karen O'Brien, Gemini, and then I got behind that, Gemini, Jelly Sweets. Lafayette to you as well, love. And then I got my baby Scorpio in the house. Thank you guys so much for checking and chiming in on this day. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I believe in giving it to y'all really raw. I had a consultation earlier today and it really blessed me. And I want to share some stuff with you guys, especially if this is something you want to take as a profession. And maybe, oh, wait a minute. There's my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina, Mama Susan, Gemini. Yes, royalty. I got OE on me on strong. I think I missed somebody. Let me see here. Let me pull that up. Oh, Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, Crown. Yes, he is. Crown, definitely that. And I want to say to you guys, thank you so much for trusting me, my channel. Thank you for trusting the information that I give you. And most of all, thank you for actually applying the wisdom that has been given to you guys. This is what makes all this worth it. What's up there, Unveiling Ann? All right there. Pisces in the house. Say what? And then we got Karen Cartwright from my Cancer from California. Thank you as well for being with us. Now, in my journey in spirituality, one of the things that I try to give to any of you guys, no matter what you practice, is give you universal laws and give you scenarios that one day you may find yourself in, and giving you some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of how to maneuver your energy in these spiritual streets, so to speak. I want to say hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. And I want to say hello to each and every one of you guys that have been going visiting my website, as well as those that are part of my conjure that I do in the cemetery. Got me another pupil that is going to experience this conjure that I do in the cemetery. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say this again. You guys are so been so good to me with your honesty, with your faithfulness, with your just what you do. I want you to know that I appreciate that, knowing that you are helping so many other people. Some of you guys do not know that other people never comment on my video, but they listen to you guys. And I had a young lady just talk to me, and I just really appreciate how you guys get on these lives. You interact with one another. You are honest. You are truthful. You are supportive. And it is helping not just the channel, but it's helping a lot of people, because you are the voices that experience what I bring to the table. And thank you so much. There go my Aries. What's up, Tree? That's Tree. Aries in the house. Say what? And I want to talk about this because I really believe this is going to help a lot of you guys. And if you one day want to sit before a spiritualist, this is something that you need to consider as well. Especially when you're listening to people, places, and things about the spiritual community at large, okay? Now, in each tradition, people do things differently, and they'll be, that's right, at work making that money. Which cone are you on? No, she work at a facility. I'm just tripping. Let me put some, hold on y'all just a minute. It is Tuesday. I'm going to burn some Blockbuster mixed with roll opener. Blockbuster and roll opening. And get this party started. Now, why would this have anything to do with me doing doing spiritual work? It has a lot to do. And I'm going to explain it. My subject is, you will be tried by other spiritualists. Now, that could be spiritualists in the church. That could be spiritualists in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. Especially if you are in these elays or you're in a coven where there's a group of people. Let me tell y'all something. Just like on jobs, there's competition. Just like in families, there's competition and all that. Listen, do not leave your common sense at the cookout. Don't leave your common sense around the corner. Keep your common sense common, okay? What's up there, my Gemini from South Africa? She said, long wood. Nobody don't want to know how long his wood is. Oh, you said lawn wood. My bad. Woo, okay. 1 King 13 chapter 11 verse. Now y'all finna see why I be doing all this teaching. Alright. I'm going to start at 11 verse. It says, now there was an old prophet in Bethel. If you use the word prophet, this is the same thing as medium or anybody that is do any type of work where they stand between the living and the dead or in an entity. A priest or a priestess would still be considered a prophet because these are the people that speak on the behalf of spirit. Whether ancestors of Risha, Loach, and Kisi, any individual that speak on the behalf of a deity or spirit will be considered a prophet. Okay? And say, and his sons came and told him all the works that the man of God had done all that day in Bethel. The words which he had spoken unto the king, they told him also to their father. Now their father was a spiritualist. Their father was a person of influence in that same city. And here comes another man of God, another spiritual in the city. In these spiritual endeavors and journeys that you're on, understand that when you're out here, whether it's on social media, whether you move a botanica or you start a coven, understand that there are certain people that may have a problem with you moving in the city, okay? What's up there, Smell? Now, it says, verse 12, and their father said unto them, what way went he? And his sons had seen the way the man of God went, and which came from Judah. Okay, and he said unto his son, saddle an ass for me. And so they saddled him an ass, and he rode thereon. And it said, went after the man of God, and found him sitting on a oak tree. It just says oak, but it's oak tree. That's Jupiter. And he said unto him, art thou the man of God that came from Judah? And he said that I am. Now, I need y'all to understand something. I'm gonna say this in a way. I'm not an enemy conscious person, but I need to say this. You cannot be so in love with the tradition of E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Santeria, Kabbalahs, whatever your particular tradition is, that you're not aware that some people see you as competition, that some people see you as a threat to their existence, the threat to their economic well-being. Okay, this man of God done. What's up? There go my Aquarius from Jamaica, Fiona. What's up, babe? So here is something that I want us to be aware of. This is not for you to go out and say everybody hate it, because that's not true either. But there are certain people that got scouts out. There are certain people that are monitoring your page. There are certain people monitoring your progress. And especially, let me say this to you. If you are strong in your hoodoo, your voodoo, your Santeria, all eyes are, they got somebody watching. Because they see you as, they don't see you as an asset. They see you as a threat. And you need to be aware. And I'm going to give you some wisdom in this particular scripture. So, I'm going to tell you what he did right, and I'm going to tell you what he did wrong. And he said, I will not return with thee, nor go with thee, neither will I eat or drink water with thee in this place. For it was said to me by the word of the Lord, that thou shalt eat no bread, no drink water there, neither turn again and go by the way that thou camest. Right? Now this verse 17. What's up there, babe? Now why is this important? Let me explain something to you all. If you don't recognize that there are other people in your same tradition that understand the Loas, that understand the Orishas, that understand the ancestors, that understand, because some of our traditions we call upon the same deities, same spirits, same archangels, in that particular practice, okay? What's up there, Marley Rogers? What's up, babe? So when you think about this, the man of God was aware of certain protocols. What's up, Calvina? And so therefore, the man of God, he did not have any guards up. He like, okay, there's another man of God, there's another Tata, there's another Mumbo, there's another Hugon, there's another apostle, pastor, whatever. Not unbeknownst to him, he's literally telling this other man of God what he was already told by God what not to do. When people know certain taboos or certain things that you shouldn't be doing, these people are more aware, and when they do something and they tell you something, it is not an innocent thing. This man of God understood that this man of God was not to eat or drink or return to that city. Okay? Verse 18. And he said unto him, I am a prophet as thou art. I'm a Tata just like you're a Tata. I'm a root worker just like you're a root worker. I'm a conjurer just like you're a conjurer. I'm a Kabbalist. I'm a Mason. I'm an Eastern Star just like you. I need y'all to understand that when people are trying to make themselves on the same plane as you, they're trying to get you to drop your defenses. I need y'all. Hello, Nicole. Back to you, baby. Taurus in the house. He said, I'm a prophet just like you. And the angel spake me by the word of the Lord, saying, bring him back with thee in thy house, and that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. Let me say this. I know people don't like to hear this kind of stuff because they want to put all the weight of responsibility on the liar, the cheater, the con artist, the deceiver. I'm saying to all of my babes before you get into this thing, if Spirit told you to do or not to do something, that's what you need to go on. I don't care if Apostle Ely steps up to you and say, the Lord told me, or Orisha told me. At the end of the day, it's better to be safe than sorry. I need to talk to you because there's too many of you guys getting out here and you think it matters that somebody lied to you. You think it matters that they deceive you. What matters is that you remain true to what the Lord or Spirit or ancestor or Orisha told unto you. On today, I need to talk to y'all, okay? We're talking about you are going to be tried by other spiritualists. And they're going to be very much aware of the protocol. They're going to be very much aware of what to say to you. They have clear understanding. But at the end of the day, the assignment and the instruction was for you not to return, nor eat, nor drink in that city. You had to work signs, wonders, and you had worked signs, wonders, and miracles. That is, you did what God told you to do. And now, because you are confronted with somebody that you believe is your equal or equal to what you practice in, you are not aware of the deception. And I know you think that that matters. I know you do. I know you think that he is wrong for lying to the man of God. But a part of your trial is that you're supposed to obey the voice of the Lord. You're supposed to obey the voice of the Orisha that spoke to you. Because my Oya, Medifun Oya may be different. My Loa may be different than yours. My ancestors may be different than yours. Whether they're different or the same, you better be safe than sorry. I'd rather disobey the prophet than disobey the God. I'd rather disobey the Madrina or the Padrino than disobey the Orisha. It's a personal journey, and I know that some of you gonna say, well, I only did it because such. I know you think that matters. I'm gonna show you why it don't matter. Verse 18, it talks about there are people of the spiritualists that have absolutely no problem lying on the Loa, the Orisha, the ancestor, the Lord, and saying that God or Spirit or ancestor said something. And sir and ma'am, they're going to be dealt with that. But at the end of the day, if they can get you to disobey God, I'm going to say that again. If they can get you to disobey Orisha, if they can get you, they can get you to disobey the ancestors, they got you, boo. And you think it really matters that they lied to you. Because you know what God does? A spirit God, they know what they told you. They know what they revealed to you. And you were supposed to obey. You were supposed to follow through. Okay? I'm talking to my babies. I know some of y'all, I told y'all, my lies are not for the cheering. If you are starting on this journey, a part of your journey and your energy and understanding who you are and what you're here to do is to understand your ashe. What chapter are you on? I am on 1 Kings, the 13th chapter, 11 through. Now look at verse 18. Let me finish that up. No, I'll go back to, where am I going? I want to go to verse 24. Verse 24 says in the same chapter, and when he was gone, after he got the man of God to eat, come back to his house as disobedient. Number one, he wasn't supposed to come back to the city. He got him to come back to the city. Then he got him to enter into the house. All this was instructed. This was in your etah. This was in your reading. This was in your forecast. Your whatever you got, you were already told. So number one, he got him to return back the way that God told him not to go back. Got him to go back to the city. Then got him to come into the house. Look at all the disobedience. Then he turned around and got him to eat. He wasn't supposed to eat. All this is separate, y'all. Then he got him to drink. He didn't just disobey one time. He disobeyed in quite a few things. See, when we teach and we hear this stuff, we just hear about, oh, he disobeyed God. No, he disobeyed on many levels. In order for him to get back and actually eat, he had to break commandment after commandment after commandment. Because it was more important what the Lord was saying through somebody else than what God was saying to him. I want to talk to you, baby. Huh? It should never, I should always confirm what's already on the inside of you. I should always resonate what spirit or God is saying into your life. Never, because it's better for you to be wrong. It's better for you to disobey me than you to disobey spirit that's in your life. Your ancestors. I'm just trying to talk to you. Y'all do what you want to, but I'm trying to help you. You're going to be tried by others spiritually. And it will be intentional. It's just like people on the job. They don't want to see you promoted. They already know the boss don't like that. And they will sit there and tell you to do something that they know going to cause a problem. But then you're going to get mad with them because you know they lied to you. But at the end of the day, you should have did your own research. 2023, in the age of Aquarius, it's personal accountability. If you want to avoid certain things and certain plights in your life, obedience to what God and Spirit saying to you is better than anything. Now, 24 goes on to say this. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way and slew him, and his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by, and the lion also stood by the carcass. Now, the reason why this had to happen to him, because after he defied God, God used the same vessel that did not have a word for his city, that did not have a word for his town, that did not have a word for his family, that did not have a word for the people. Now he got a word because you done disobeyed God. Come on here, somebody. He was already in the city, and God was not using him. That spiritualist was already in the city. That Tata was already in the city. That Hugon was already in the city. But God sent you to the city. Come on here, somebody. I want you to understand. God sent you to do the work in the city. And instead of you obeying God, you're going to listen to somebody in the city. If God wanted them to have a word, he could have used them. If God wanted them, he would have used them, but he wanted to use you. But some of y'all with that, I want to get along with everybody, going to get you messed up. Going to get you messed up. Want to be everybody's friend, going to get you messed up. God gave a command to Adam, and he wasn't calling for the snake in the garden. Thank you, Trey. That's right. When he gave the command to Adam, when he came through the garden, he wasn't even calling for Eve. He was calling for Adam. He didn't call for the snake, and he didn't call for Eve. He called for Adam. Everybody want to be the head kahuna. But when God go to calling for you. So now, the very man that God did not give a word for the city, he gave a word for the man of God in his obedience. The very vessel that you listen to now is giving you a word for your destruction. I'm trying to tell y'all something. In these spiritual streets, y'all sitting around here and you not studying and you not perfecting your craft and you not diligent and understand it is a personal journey. And if God wanted to use that other Tata, he would have. If Ola Damari or the Mighty and Zombie or the El Shaddai, the Elohim or the Orishas or whatever particular entity or spirit, he could have or she could have, but they want to use you. Don't disobey a command. Then, after that, what I said, let me write down, slew by the lion for his disobedience. Now, verse 29 is another one I want to bring up to you. Got to make sure I got an appointment. Verse 29, it says, and the prophet took up the carcass of the man of God. The very person that, y'all know how it is, somebody died in the funeral, the person that did not help them, the person that probably caused them all kind of hell, be the main one, act like they love their mama, their daddy, their brother, their sister, their cousin, their nephew. You know, y'all know how it is in funeral. Everybody be looking around, wait a minute, you just got, before they died, you were talking about them, they talking about them like a dog. Now all of a sudden, now they dead, now you want, oh, that's where we finna go. It says, the prophet took the carcass of the man of God and laid it upon the ass and brought it back. And the old prophet came to the city and to mourn and to bury him. The very person that was used to lie to him was used to bury him. I need you to let that soak in. Huh? Is this is God letting him know, oh, this is what you listen to over me? So I'm going to let this be the one that bury you. Y'all going to learn, if you're going to get deep into these ATRs, why it is important to hear what Spirit is saying and not what other people are saying, because there are jealousy in these communities when it comes to this stuff and these spiritual practices. And if you're not aware of this, the very people that practice some of the same voodoo you practice, some of the same obeah you practice, some of the same conjure you do, so they have some of the same aspiration, and they will give you a false word. That word can be so encouraging and you wouldn't even know. Everybody that's trying to trip you up is not speaking doom to you. Some people are just telling you that, oh, God said it's okay now. You know the Lord told you not to eat nor drink. I need you to understand this. Hoodooist, voodooist, conjurer, mystic, agate. The very vessel. Now, isn't it something? Now you're going to mourn me. These will be the same people in these ATRs that get you killed and then go to your grave and try to work your spirit. Oh, I know I'm talking about something. Huh? The very person that calls you to be demised will be talking about they're walking around with your mantle. And that because now you were being looked at because of all the things that God was doing through you in their city. Now all of a sudden, now they're telling people that your spirit, after they done got you killed, is working with them. So the people are going to look at you. I need to talk to y'all. This stuff is way deeper than a lot of these people can even imagine. But if you don't want to become somebody's guinea pig, if you don't want to become somebody's martyr, you better get you some wisdom. And you need to understand why it is important to develop in your craft. Why you need to understand when Spirit says something, why Spirit says something. There will be people in the same practice that you're in that's going to try you. And they're going to try to get you to deviate. I had so many people trying to tell Minister Mario to get crowned something else. That's right, Trey. Get treacherous out here. Huh? His guardian angel had been pulled over and over as a chosen, but constantly in the same tradition, trying to get him to get crowned for different reasons. But he was obedient. He was obedient. That's why he's here today. I need y'all to know how serious this is. Sometimes you really think people got your best interests at heart. And they could be utilizing the same Orishas, the same Loas, the same Inkisi, the same Archangel, the same Ancestor, trying to get you to deviate from what God has already said for your life, baby. You need to understand the reason why destiny is so important, because you need to know what's destined for you. And when I know what's destined for me, I don't care who come along, whether it's a good witch of the north or whether it's a wicked witch of the west. It don't matter. I'm going to Oz because I got to get back to Auntie M. You understand? I need y'all to understand. In conjure, in spirituality, in these spiritual streets, there are going to be people right in your fold, right in your vicinity. Practice what you practice and will tell you a lie to try to get you to go against what Spirit has already said. If they'll do it to the green, they'll do it to the dry. To all of you that support, all of you that's a part, let me tell you something. They will discourage you from getting help where they know you can get help from. You need to be careful when other practitioners slide up to you about other practitioners. You need, my mom, I was raised by a Virgo. There's a thing that my mom used to say, take that with a grain of salt. If you got in a relationship with somebody, I'm gonna give you an example. And that person you with cheating, and the person they cheating with comes to you about them, you got to take that with a grain of salt, because there's a motive of why they're telling you that. Even if they telling you the truth, I'll just say if they're telling you 100% truth, there's still a tainted motive, and it's not for your good. Nobody shows up like that and they have an ulterior motive. If you can't discern the motive of why they doing that, a lot of y'all talking about, oh, they said this and they said that. Why are you taking that like that? It was whatever truth. If it's true, it's not for your good. I need that to sink in. All information ain't good information. Even truthful information will destroy your house. Because that's the motive. Because what she's saying or he's saying out there, if I can't have you, I'm going to destroy your world. So they're not telling you the truth to help you. Because if they were going to help you, they would have left your mate alone. They would have left your child alone. They would have left your job alone. If they were really trying to help you, now if that man of God was there to really help him, he would have gave him something on the way. Because the energy you took for you to come out there to find me, you could have brought me a more. Because the Bible said in this particular scripture that he could not eat in that city. It didn't say he couldn't eat. It didn't say he couldn't drink. It said he couldn't eat and drink in that city where he had did those mighty works. So if you really meant me some harm, meant me some good, you could have brought me a snack or two while you were riding that ass and brought it out there to me, because I was already out the city limits. And then if I'd have ate and drink outside the city, I'd have been good. But he knew that he would have been good. That's why he brought him back, so he could go through what he went through. But I'm also going to tell you, when people want to use your spirit, when people want to use what God, when they want to use that ashe that you were born with, that chi, that prana, they will try to set you up to get you in disobedience. And then get you in trouble with the Inkisi. Get you in trouble with the Loa. To get you in trouble. And then turn around and be out here trying to conjure your spirit up. Is that my girl? What's up, Madam Oshun? Comrade, you have been on fire with these topics. This is the #1 killer. Gossiping like, yes, sir. Yes, me. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of you guys have never, you don't know how deep some of these ATRs go. I do. I know I've been, and I never forget my spiritual dad, because I can talk about what I did and where I am and what I done been around. So this particular preacher had passed away, and he had his own building, but he had two parts of his building. So I was in the backside, so I ended up going through the garage way, and him and another one of his spiritual friends were in there. And he was talking about, they went back there laughing in the garage. So I'm just walking up on the situation. So they're calling out this preacher's name, and I'm looking over. They had this altar sitting over on the side, and I see the spirit there. I didn't know who the spirit was. And so he's telling the other guy, they over there running the funeral and talking about this Negro going to heaven, and we got his ass over here. And they had him working because they were going to use him to get lotto numbers because they big gamblers. So they're going to use his spirit to bring them back the numbers. I'm just trying to tell y'all, this stuff is way deeper and more advanced than most of you guys could even imagine. And some of you guys don't know that these people, if they can't stop certain people, they want their ashe. They want to be able to work with their spirit. So when people do a reading on you or do a misa on you and they find that you got all these spirits, a certain type of spirit, they don't want you to live long, baby. They don't want you to live long. They don't want you to, they're going to try to find out as much as they can. Remember, the prophet's sons had already did the investigation. Sometimes you can be giving away secrets that give people reason to try to come at you. I need y'all to get some wisdom out here in these spiritual streets. You're going to be tried and you're going to be lied to by some of the same people in your practice. And if you want to pass the test, trust your own spirit. Trust your own guides. Even if I'm standing in the way and I'm telling you don't go, and your ancestor spirit told you to go, bypass me. It is better to disobey the man of God than God. It's better to disobey the crown of Oya than Oya. It is better to disobey the devotee of Ezeli Dontor than actually Ezeli Dontor. Is anybody hearing me real good? Take your chances disobeying man than disobeying spirit. And that's one of the things that I want to bring to the table with a lot of you guys. Why it's important for you to develop? Because if you don't have this level of development or this type of consciousness and a type of awareness and understand that people have motive, and sometimes it's monetary, sometimes it's just clout, sometimes it's destiny. It could be anything out here. But at the end of the day, the only thing that is important is that that man of God should obey what God had already told him, especially him being a man of God. If you are that deep into hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, then at the very least, I can see if you are a babe in this thing. I don't trust nobody's spirit over mine. Nobody. Not even my mama. And she brought me into the world. Because at the end of the day, that's who's going to ride with me. My spirits, my ancestors, my Loas, my Nkisi, my Mpungos, my Orishas, whatever it is that I got. And y'all better understand why you need to study, why you need to perfect, if this is going to be a profession for you. And if you're going to just go to people, you need to understand why other spiritualists say things about other spiritualists. Some of y'all want to hear something negative about somebody so bad. And you mess around and miss out on a great thing. I had, I don't know if my cousin on here. She had people talk to her against me and send her another way. So she ended up going through some things that she really wouldn't have had to go through if she had to follow direction the first time. Let me explain something to y'all. There's a lot of detours out here. And you got to recognize them when you see them. I don't go out here blasting people. Exactly, Apostle. Want to come before destruction. I don't go out here and blasting people. What I do is this. If you want to learn something from me, what you have is your light. And your light should shine. There are going to be things that people going to want to believe about you, ma'am, or believe about you, sir, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. But one thing manifests above lies: your works speak for themselves. If you perform the works and manifest the works, and that's what all this jealousy was about with this man of God in Bethel. The signs, the wonders, and miracles that this man of God was performing. Understand, it ain't just the evil that see you coming. Because y'all like to call everything the devil and evil. But it's other practitioners, other spirits that see you coming. And some of them are there to trip you the hell up. Be wise. A lie don't care who tell it. Thank you there, baby. That's my baby Scorpio giving out somewhere. A lie don't care who tell it. And I want to say this again. I know we are in a society, everybody, oh, he wrong, that old prophet, old nasty bastard, or God, that's irrelevant. The main topic of this message is that you knew what Spirit had told you. You had followed instructions all that. Why at the last moment? This man had followed the instructions of the Lord. He did not eat. He did not drink. And he had already did what God told him. And he already had made it outside the city. That's why they had to sat on the ass to even go find him. He was sitting down on an oak. He had already made it out of the city. This man had to convince him to come back. And he had, baby, 99 and a half just won't do. Following almost to the T, it does not, obedient from A to Z. You cannot partially obey Spirit. Think about this, y'all. He made it through the whole process. He obeyed to go to the city. He obeyed to do what he needed to do in the city. He obeyed getting out of the city, and he let somebody tell him to go back. This is the wisdom I'm trying to share with y'all. He allowed somebody to get, you was almost at the door of fulfillment where God could have said, well done, that good and faithful servant. And the truth is, like the rain, it doesn't care who it falls on. I know that's right. I like that, Madam Oshun. All right there. Yes, sir. Let the truth fall on your ass. Yes, sir. I like that. Think about this, guy. In your journey, and maybe today it seems like it's like, oh, this is. Don't get it twisted when it comes to your journey. Don't get it. Obey is better than sacrifice. Follow the instruction. If the Spirit told you not to go to the crossroad, don't go to the crossroad. I don't care how many times Apostle Ely go to the crossroad, you don't go to the crossroad. If the Spirit tell you do not to drink, I don't care how much liquor I bring to the church, you don't take a drink. It is not nobody's responsibility to keep covenant but you. I need y'all to understand. Don't let nobody fool y'all. Spirit did not care that that man of God lied. That man still died. So if you think it matter, I gave you an example in the Bible, universal. Why it's important to obey, carry out the assignment, and do as instructed. If you get an etar or you get a reading and you shouldn't be eating cucumbers, I don't care how many salad at the salad bar, nobody making you can still eat a salad and not eat that cucumber. Do not think that Spirit don't know. What's up, Shamari? Chi-town. So this is why I want to come on here today, because I'm trying to preference this for what we're going to be doing tonight in magic and spirituality. It is so important to understand out in these spiritual streets. Medifun Oya, she rules the marketplace. That is my mother in the Orisha faith. I need to understand her temperament. I need to understand her energy. I need to understand her radiance and the other spirits that work with me. That's my responsibility. And it's your responsibility as a Tata, a Mumbo, Hugon, Yaya, apostle, pastor, teacher, evangelist, head of household. As for you and your house, you need to follow instruction. I'd rather you be wrong about me than you be wrong about yourself. Give you some wisdom. A lot of people don't fail for this. Not just people that practice spirituality as spiritualists, but other people that go to spiritual people. A lot of people fall for this. Because you can't see past our name. You can't see past what you want from us. And you can't also see past what you want for yourself. Know what your ancestors are saying. Know why they are speaking in such a manner. Okay? This real talk. I'm giving y'all some wisdom because I've seen it done. I've watched Minister Mario go through it. And even though I was there as a guide but he stuck to his guns, and now he's reaping the benefits of being blessed, crowned, or chosen. But if he had listened to them other people, and it wasn't just one person, and look at God, because it did not matter what they were saying. He needed to obey what was already spoken to him from the beginning. Some of y'all lack of confidence in spirit makes it easier for other people to deceive you. You need to know when God is speaking. You need to know when a spirit is speaking. And if you ain't at that point where you can trust the voice of God in your life, then you shouldn't be out here trying to be no professional. I was praying the other day and I said, God, I want to hear you. I don't want to hear through Apostle. Let me hear you myself. And when he speaks or she speaks, then you need, as an individual man or woman, to be obedient to that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I'm really speaking of God, all I'm saying is going to resonate with you. The reason why I trust certain things, because when you confirm what's already on the inside of me, I know you're a vessel. A lot of people think, like, they don't understand how I maneuver. It's not about, I know that you are a vessel, and I know what I was talking to God about. It's the same thing when you get a reading or somebody ministering to you. You already know what you're talking to God about, so you know when that person brings that subject matter up, you know that spirit revealing to you, I hear you. You know what you were asking for, and now they're talking about it. Now they're displaying it. It is what it is. That's why your energy, your ashe, your chi is so important to your journey. And if you don't trust that, you're not, baby, you ain't going to trust nobody else what the Lord say or what spirit says to nobody else. And they can be telling you the truth. But when you don't know the God in the inside of you, and you don't know how that spirit speaks and moves through you, then this is why you can be going through certain situations where you could not get benefit, or you can get deceived, or you can actually miss out. Because it ain't always about deception. Sometimes you can miss out on your blessing because you don't know who to resonate with you, because you don't know yourself. You know you're drawn to them. I'm going to tell you another thing. When I know that I'm drawn to somebody because of what I'm praying about, I don't make like, oh, they want me. I've never got into a situation with a Tata, Mambo, or Madrina, or Padrino of any spiritual prayer and did not know that this person does not want me. A lot of y'all don't even know why people show up in y'all life, and you think somebody there to bed down with you. You think somebody there to get up. No, I know why you showed up in my life, because I know what I was praying about. I know what I have need of. I know what the Spirit done told me. So thank you for showing up and being exactly what God promised, or Spirit promised, or my Divine Mother promised me. Yep, I have had that happen many times. I call it confirmation. Exactly. And that's the way, and guess what? That means you are in alignment, and that other person is in alignment with what God is saying in your life. And that's all. It's like traveling on the highways. All these signs are markers to let you know that you are in your direction. Sometimes that markers tell you got 200 more miles, sometimes 60 miles. But at the end of the day, it's just letting you, the markers letting you know you're headed in the direction where you say you're supposed to be going. All this other stuff, so you want somebody to tell you what to do with your life, that's that jailhouse mentality. That's that master mentality. You should figure out what's your destiny, your spiritual, invest in yourself, so therefore everything else is confirmation. And I'm done. Minister Mario, brother said, did you get my email? I hope this really helped. I hope some of y'all go back over this and get the meat of what I am saying and have a better understanding. Why am I here with basically the bullhorn sounding the alarm? At the end of the day, sir, man, I can't make you do nothing. All I can give you some insight. And guess what? Getting mad with other spiritualists is not going to change anything. Calling them out their name is not going to change. That they got their own moral compass. He buried that man. He went and got his body and buried that man. And they'll be out there getting your graveyard dirt and working your spirit because you didn't want to listen to God. I hope that ain't your story when it's all said and done. I hope that ain't how the story ends with you. But understand, there's a lot of people that would love to be able to work a spirit like you got. And you need to protect that. What's up, Monique 444? Minister Mario, are we all clear? And thank you guys so much for the support when it comes down to my crowning of Medifun Oya. And thank you so much to my Madrina and my Padrino and to my brothers and sisters in the Elay. Thank you so much for your love and your support. And I hope that I strive to make y'all proud of me operating in that energy and frequency. Key said, you right. Spirit don't talk all day, every day. It's all right, sweetheart. It's recorded. I'm just waiting on Minister Mario to make sure I'm clear before I get off. Yeah, guys, I almost forgot. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button for us. And once again, to all of you that comment up under the video, you are definitely helping push that video out in the ether, so to speak. The algorithm projects it, the more likes and comments that are up under those videos. And this is a video that I think that will help a lot of people, especially if you out here and you really trying to last out here in these spiritual streets. It's important. And make sure that you are fully developed and armed so you can protect you. I like your energy. Oh, Lord, you like my energy? I'm slipping. I got to make sure you love it. I'll do better next time. I'll do better next time. All right, guys. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys. And I'll see y'all later on this afternoon.